Good morning to everyone. Today we are learning our English grammar session. So, in this grammar session, we are learning voices, active voice and passive voice. Yes, these passive voice and active voice are little related with the tenses. So, first we will do a quick recap of tenses. Tenses are set of rules which tells us about any work happened or happen in which time and how much work is done. So tenses are the set of rules. It tells us about the work, at which time it will go or it is done or it will happen. So, and it also tells how much the work is done. For example, to understand this, there are three children who are standing. One has wore a red jacket and second one is wearing a brown jacket. Third one will wear the green color jacket. So red jacket becomes the past, brown jacket is the present and green jacket is the future. So we will start with the introduction. How the English is made? English is made using the sentences. There are two types of sentences, action and non-action. So, eating, drinking, laughing, talking, leaving, meeting, come, go, etc. 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 These are called verbs. We use verb sentence more, and there is another type of sentence which does not contain any action. For example, you are intelligent, you are the teacher, he is brave, he is very sick, etc. So, we get always problems in the sentences of verbs. We had the problem that which action word tells the which time the verb has done or the which time the work has done. At that time, we started to think more and we got an idea or the rule of tenses. So, these rules of tenses tells that when the work is done or has the work has done or is going. While telling is am only we got to know that it's a present tense, and if the verb is in the third form we got to know that the work has already done. So we was very happy, but again there came a tragedy or a problem. That is, so the problem was of the voice. So the voice started telling that, for example, of a sentence, he plays cricket. It can also be told as cricket is played by him. So everyone started to think, yes, he is only the subject in first and second sentence. Play is also the verb in first and second sentence. Cricket is the game in first and second sentence. The voice is telling correct. Then what is the concept of this? They started thinking. Then suddenly they came with an idea of concept of voices. So they came with the concept of voices, but they got again a problem of how to use these voices to tell the tenses. So they made a structure of rules of voices. So in this class today we will learn about the voices. Till now I just made you to understand that how the voices are important or how the voices came. Voices tells that a sentence can be told in different ways or feelings. So let us see in this session today. So when we was reading the topic tenses, we formed the sentence like he ate apple. He plays cricket. He runs fast. In all of these sentences, he, which is the subject, it is focused and made hero of the sentence. The objects like apple, cricket, fast is made as and kept at the last. So, there are only one type of sentence which we have read in the tenses. No, there are two types of sentence, active voice and passive voice. So, active voice is the voice in which subject is focused and made hero. Passive voice is the voice in which object is focused and made him hero and subject is kept at the last. Yes, we all have learnt the active voice very clearly in tenses. We will just revise while reading the passive voice. So, now let us see what is the need of passive voice. So, now we will see the need of passive voice. You want to eat a food. We will put only the roti and palya. Is it enough for you? No. You like to eat all kind of dishes. Anna, sambar, palyas, etc. So, like this only, active voice, passive voice, tenses, verbs, etc. If we learn and make it a one as a language, there comes a beautiful food called English. So, this is the need of passive voice. We do not like only one type of thing. We also like to see many things and learn different type of things. So passive voice is also an important, not only active. So we learned to create the active voice and we know about the active voice from tenses. So now we will see how we will identify the passive voice. As written, the passive voice have the V3. V3 means the verb in the form of verb in third form. So we know that there are three types of forms of verb. Example: go, went, gone. But there are some verbs which is same with the second verb form. Teach, taught, taught. So in this case, always the verb in the third form come with the helping verbs. So from this slide we understood that passive voice have the verbs in the third form. It may be of any tenses. Now let us see the basic structure of the active and passive voice. Now let us see the structure of the voices. So when we was reading tenses or studying tenses, we made the active voice sentence as subject plus MV1 means the main verb. So the subject plus main verb plus S or ES. If the main verb was in first form, we would use S or ES plus the object. Subject plus main verb plus S or ES plus the object. As passive voice focuses on object, in passive voice, object comes to the first. And as usual, main verb will be in the middle. But as we read, passive voices have the main verb in the third form and the third form has the helping verb. So, object plus helping verb plus main verb. Now, at the last, we will put this subject. But before putting the subject, we should add as per the rule by. And at last, we should put the subject. This is the normal structure of the active and passive voice. We will see the structure as per the tenses. Now, now I will write the basic structure of active and passive voice in my paper. Now we will see the active and passive voice as per the tenses. So now we will see how to form the active and passive voice in present indefinite tense, means present tense. So now at the first I told you a example. He plays a cricket. So in this sentence, he is the subject, play is the main verb in the first form, plays plus yes is there, no? Yes at the last, plays. Yes is the and s is there, and at last there is an object, cricket. So when we convert it to the passive voice, it becomes object comes to the first and the helping verb for present indefinite is am, are. Is, am and are. And main verb in the third form, and as per the rule by is added. At the last subject is added. So to remember the active voice of present tense, we can remember that example, he plays cricket. And for passive voice, object plus is, am, are plus main verb in the third form plus by plus subject. So we will see the examples to clarify this. My mother loves me. My mother is the subject, loves is the verb, and me is an object. So don't see the passive voice. If I try to make it passive voice, I'll bring the object first, me, then helping verb, is, then comes loves. It becomes loved by my mother. Me is loved by my mother. Is this correct? No. So as per the pronoun rule, in converting passive voice, we should change the form of the pronoun when used as subject or object. Me converts to the I, and as per the rule, after I, am comes. I am, and loves becomes loved by my mother. I am loved by my mother. In second one, he writes a letter. As I said, letter comes first because passive, a letter comes first because it's an object. Passive voice focuses on object. And helping verb is is because letter is one, singular. So is used. Write becomes written. Write, wrote, written. And as per rule by, at last it will not come he, it comes him, because he is the subject as pronoun, and when it changes to the passive voice as per the pronoun rule, it becomes him. Now let us see the third way example in which there is no pronoun. So we can directly write as per the formula. Rajani celebrates her birthday. So subject is Rajani. First we will mark our subject, object and verb. Subject is Rajani, celebrates is verb, her birthday is object. So as per the formula, her birthday comes to the first and is used. So birthday is only one. There is no given birthdays. So her birthday is, celebrate becomes celebrated. celebrate, celebrated, celebrated. Her birthday is celebrated as per the rule by and Rajni. The subject. Her birthday is celebrated by Rajni. So I will add this formula now to my paper. So now I have added my formula to my paper to remember it. So when we learn present tense, we can easily learn past tense and future tense. Present tense can easily make the past tense and future. Okay, we will move to the formula of past tense. EV, active voice equals to subject, as we did in the tenses, subject plus main verb. Because it is past tense, we use the main verb in the second form. So, subject plus main verb plus object. This is the formula for active voice. And when we convert it into passive voice, as we know, object plus helping verb plus main verb in the third form plus by plus subject. So the helping verb is was or were. Everything is same here. Only change in active voice is main verb form is second, and in passive voice the helping verbs are changed. Everything is same like present tense only. So let us see the examples to clear understand. He ate apple. So apple comes to the first, and as per the rule was is added because apple is singular. Eat, ate, eaten. So apple was eaten by him. And second one, for confusing you, they give the questions like by mistakenly he threw the apple. You'll tell now we understood. He is the subject, threw is the verb, the apple is the object. Then then what is the by mistakenly, where it should be placed? See, anything other than this, its position is same. So by mistakenly is the same, and only the object, subject and verbs change. So by mistakenly the apple comes first, was as per the rule thrown by he. No, correct, it's him, because when it changes to passive voice it becomes him. So there is a very easy question. I know that you can do this. You all can do this. Let's try it once. He learnt English. I'll give you 5 seconds. Please tell the answer. He learnt English. Yes, English was learnt by him. The correct answer. So now we will see the future also, which is very same but little difference, like present tense of voices. I think you all have crystal cleared the present tense and the past tense voices. Now I have written the formula of past tense in my paper again. Now we will see the structure of the future tense active and passive voice. As I said, it is as easy as past tense from the present tense which we have read. There is nothing change in active voice again. Just subject plus will or shall should be added. Then again main verb in first form is same and object is same. In passive voice also only will be or shall be should be added so that it changes to the future tense. Leaving everything is the same. Object plus will or shall be plus main verb in the third form plus by plus subject. So we will see the examples now. First one, he will eat pakoda. Yes, when we bring the pakoda, which is an object, to the first, it will become pakoda will be eaten by him. In second sentence, Sanidhi and Danya will play tennis. Yes, tennis is the subject, but you should never get confused how many names are given. It becomes an only one subject. Sanidhi and Danya becomes only the one subject. You should never get confused and be panicked in the exam time. You should do the best. So the Sanidhi and Danya is subject, will play is the verb, tennis is the object. So tennis will be played. So play, played and played will be played by Sanidhi and Danya. Okay, again one more task to you, which is very small. Change it to the passive voice. He will learn English. Yes, correct. English will be learnt by him. So now I will add again the formula to my paper. Now I have also written the formula of future tense in my paper. I will hang this chart paper to the wall for remembering every day. Now we will do some questions on this active and passive voice. So now it's the quiz time to test ourselves till what we have learned. The first question is here. My sister cleaned the window this morning. Change this sentence into the passive voice. This tells this is an active voice. You should change it into the passive voice. Remember all the formulas. Option A. The windows were cleaned by my sister this morning. The windows cleaned by my sister this morning. I'll give you 10 seconds. Yes, the correct answer is A. Because when we convert it into the passive voice, we add helping verb. In first sentence it is there, but in second sentence it is not there. Now we will see the second question. The truck was carrying the car to a garage. Change the sentence to the passive voice. The car was carried to a garage by a truck. The car was being carried to a garage by a truck. Remember the formula and I will give you the 10 seconds to answer. Yes, the correct answer is the car was being carried by to a garage by a truck. So the main object is car. So it comes to the first, as it is the continuous form. It is was is added and being carried to a garage by a truck. The team voted me The team voted me team leader. Change this sentence into passive voice. Team leader was voted me by the team. I was voted by leader. I was voted team leader by the team. I'll give you 10 seconds. Think the formula and answer. It's very easy. Yes, the correct answer is B1 because when me comes to the passive voice, it becomes I and me is the object, it changes to subject. But here in first option me is object only and in second option I is the subject. So now we will see some more questions. Two questions. The company was bought by a wealthy New York businessman. So remember what I said? Yes, this is an passive because was bought is an helping verb and bought is a main verb. So passive voice will always have an helping verb. Yes. Charolette from Chattanooga won the lottery. So 1 is highlighted. Yes, correct. It's active because active does not contain any helping verb, but sometimes it may contain. So answer is active voice. So we have successfully learnt the active and passive voice. Thank you.